Hello everyone, I am Burger, and I'm here with chapter 927, review of One Piece. And I would have made this a little bit sooner, but I was feeling under the weather. And since manga panels are not allowed, I'm going to be showing pictures of cute elephants. Ah, elephants. I love elephants. In any case, here are the elephants, and without further ado, let me begin. Now, the first thing I want to take note of is the cover page, which is Garp wrestling a bear over some salmon, which on one account is awesome, but on another account, Garp, leave the poor bear alone. It's a wild animal that needs to eat. In any case, we now go over to the Wano capital, where Franosuke Orabi and whatever the heck they're calling Usopp are eating Sangoros, or Sanji's, soba from his soba stand. And we get to see that they are discussing their plans, as well as having some small talk. So it seems like they're comfortable enough with their disguises, they're able to just meet with each other unsuspiciously. Which I guess is the point of having a disguise that actually works. Now, isn't it? In any case, they're all having small talk and discussing their plans, and Sanji asks Robin if she likes the soba, and she's like, yes, it's great, and it's amazing. And then Sanji's like, no, Orabi-chan as a geisha is what's really amazing. And I gotta admit, Sanji, you're right this time. You're right, that is pretty amazing. In any case, he seems to be attracting too many ladies, because apparently ladies like the soba more than guys for some reason. Which is not what Sanji's supposed to be doing, because he's supposed to be recruiting allies, samurai. So, and they think, oh wait, there's some male customers heading this way, but then it turns out they're ruffians and thugs waiting to mess their shit up. And they understand that Sanji is not from the island. It's obvious to them. Which I wonder what exactly Sanji did wrong when Franosuke, Orabi, and whatever the heck they're calling Usopp were able to integrate into the city just fine. Now, Kyoshiro is that drunk guy that Robin was geisha-ing for a while back in chapter 919. I went and checked with the magic of editing. In any case, he seemed like he could be a pretty dangerous fellow, but also he was drunk and was not afraid to state his mind, and gave some important exposition about how the Shogun is terrified of the prophecy. Right. And he thinks he's a wuss for being afraid of the prophecy. So, whoever he is, he feels comfortable stating his mind. But in any case, these guys, they come to mess their crud up. I'm trying to stop swearing. They come to mess their crud up, and they throw the food on the floor, and Sanji's like, oi, you gotta eat that food. And Robin and Usopp are just like, yep, shit's going down. I mean, not bad word is going down. Franosuke comes to help beat them up and shove the food down their throat because they spilled food. Don't waste food. And even though he's beating up, officials, people are saying he's wonderful, which gives you an idea of the opinion of these people by the general public. And Franosuke does a suplex on the guy, which was cool. And people take note that the carpenter is also strong. And Usopp he seems relatively worried, but he's not having a panic attack like he often does, which honestly I think means that Usopp has grown a bit, because normally wouldn't Usopp be saying, "Holy God, as a result of them doing something stupid, because now people are going to come back with stronger allies. And then they meet this kid who tells a funny joke, who's always laughing, has contagious laughter, and this kid is actually a kid who attends to a courtesan, and not just any courtesan, the #1 courtesan in the country, who there's going to be a courtesan procession for. And to get this exposition, that old lady that was teaching Robin how to geisha appears out of nowhere, and she gives that exposition that was much needed. And she says that the courtesan, like, people die when they look at her, which honestly the description is similar to Boa Hancock's description. And her name is Komurasaki. And basically, the thought is that this woman is perfect, so Furnosuke, Sanguro, and whatever the hell they're calling Usopp are, like, surprised, like, could such a woman of this description really exist? And, we find out that there's going to be a banquet at the Shogun's castle, at Orochi's castle. And the courtesan is on her way there. And, the old lady who gave exposition also tells Orabi that, she got into the Shogun's, room, which was her goal for some time, which is great. So we get to see some interesting stuff there. So she's gonna spend hours pouring tea in a highly specific way, which is what geishas do. And she'll listen to important things he has to say. And in any case, we're not seeing the face of the courtesan, so I'm assuming she looks like Tsukuyo, because, you know, perfect courtesan. The only person who comes to mind is Tsukuyo from Gintama. Love that Tsukuyo. But jokes aside, we don't know what she looks like, so it's gonna be a surprise, or maybe someone we know, or maybe it'll just be, just doesn't want to show her face right now. In any case, the Kyoshiro pals go up to Kyoshiro and say that the SOBA owner beat him up, and he says, "I'm busy with something, I'm going to the banquet, so call Queen to get some assassins." And he says that'll cause quite a commotion, though, and it doesn't matter. Just do it, because I'm busy. And finally, we get to see Orochi. Somebody says, "Master Orochi, the courtesan is on her way." And in a super scary-looking voice, I'm assuming snake-like, so let me just do my best impression here. "I see, Komurasaki. Today's the day I shall make you mine. And the silhouette is a many-headed snake dragon thing. So, question is this a fake out, or is it really have a mythical Zoan of a snake-headed thing? Multi-headed dragon snake thing. That would be awesome, but it could be a fake out. But honestly, with how exciting this story arc is being made out to be, I'm willing to believe anything exciting. Like, if Oda foreshadows that something exciting is going to happen this arc, I'm inclined to believe him, just because it's exciting. It sounds exciting. And this story arc is supposed to make Marineford look like plebbing, and this is supposed to be an arc about Megamac daddies. So, I'm willing to believe anything at this point. Because that just sounds really exciting. A multi-headed dragon for the Shogun. I mean, that would be freaking beast. And see, like, people have been saying that Zoro is going to fight the Shogun because the Shogun uses swords, the Shogun uses 2 swords, Zoro uses swords, Zoro uses 3 swords. So you'd think that's a pretty good matchup. But that means that this might be Zoro's most proper fight since Kaku. Because I really enjoyed Kaku's fight because it was swordsman with a Zoan type, which was a really good matchup for Zoro. Swordsman with a Zoan type was a really good matchup. So if this is a swordsman with a Zoan type, a mythical Zoan type going against Zoro, and maybe he can grow lots of heads and use tons of swords, that would just be awesome. So honestly, I'm inclined to believe it because that sounds exciting. So I'm believing what I want to believe because this arc is supposed to be awesome. It really is. So that was the number one thing I had to say. So just Robbie in the Shogun's drawing room, special courtesan lady, assassin sent to kill Sangoro and Furnosuke, and finally Shogun silhouette of multi-headed dragon. I mean, that's pretty cool. Now, there won't be a chapter next week, which sucks, because that means I'll actually have to creatively make a YouTube video this next week. The nerve! But I've got some pretty good ideas of videos that I don't think anybody has made before, and I want to make, which are the types of videos I like to make. So that's going to be it for today, everyone. I hope you enjoyed. I certainly did. Remember, everything I said here is an opinion, and opinions are subject to change. So if you think I interpreted something wrong, please let me know. Because I might be like, oh crap, you're right. I would love to hear your feedback. I'd love to hear what you have to say. I really enjoyed this chapter, not as much as the last couple chapters. I mean, this chapter didn't cause me to roll on the floor and foam at the mouth, but the ending is pretty exciting. But it was good also to see some good old-fashioned Straw Hat small talk. That's gonna be it for today, everyone. Bye!